The impacts of chemical cocktails on wildlife and ecosystems, such as reduced cell function, stunted growth, lower survival rates, hormonal disruption, and biodiversity loss. Chemical cocktails are mixtures of different pollutants that can have harmful effects on living organisms and the environment. They are found in many of England's rivers and groundwater sources as a result of human activities such as agriculture, sewage discharge, road runoff, and industry. Some of the chemicals that make up these cocktails are pesticides, pharmaceuticals, microplastics, metals, and forever chemicals, PFAS. These chemicals can affect wildlife and ecosystems in various ways, depending on their type, concentration, and interaction. Some of the impacts include reduced cell function. Chemicals can damage the cells of aquatic organisms by disrupting their membranes, enzymes, or DNA. This can impair their ability to perform vital functions such as respiration, metabolism, growth, and reproduction. For example, microplastics can cause oxidative stress and inflammation in fish cells. Stunted growth. Chemicals can interfere with the normal development of aquatic organisms by affecting their hormones, genes, or nutrition. This can lead to reduced body size, weight, or length. For example, pesticides can reduce the growth of algae and plants that provide food and oxygen for other organisms. Lower survival rates. Chemicals can increase the mortality of aquatic organisms by causing acute or chronic toxicity, disease, or predation. This can reduce their population size and diversity. For example, antibiotics can increase the susceptibility of fish to bacterial infections. Hormonal disruption. Chemicals can alter the endocrine system of aquatic organisms by mimicking or blocking their natural hormones. This can affect their sexual development, behavior, and fertility. For example, forever chemicals can disrupt the thyroid function of fish and amphibians. Biodiversity loss. Chemicals can reduce the variety and richness of aquatic organisms by affecting their distribution, abundance, and interactions. This can affect the structure and function of aquatic ecosystems and their services. For example, metals can reduce the diversity of macroinvertebrates that are indicators of water quality. These impacts are not only harmful for wildlife and ecosystems, but also for human health and well-being. Chemical cocktails can contaminate drinking water sources, affect food security and safety, increase the risk of waterborne diseases, and reduce the recreational and aesthetic value of water bodies. Therefore, it is important to take action to prevent and reduce the pollution of England's rivers by chemical cocktails. Some of the possible solutions include improving the regulation and monitoring of chemical use and discharge by agriculture and water companies, implementing best management practices to reduce runoff and erosion from farms and roads, promoting the use of alternative or less harmful chemicals by consumers and industries, enhancing the treatment and removal of chemicals from wastewater and stormwater, restoring and protecting natural habitats and buffers along rivers and groundwater sources.